Happy New Year, everybody. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to start a bookkeeping business in 2025. It's the new year. It's a great opportunity. If you ever thought about starting your own business, I'm going to tell you exactly why a bookkeeping business is amazing to start, and I'm going to give you a step-by-step process how to actually start a bookkeeping business. Everything that I teach in all of my videos, including this one, is all based on my own experience. I've been doing this for 4 years. I started my own bookkeeping business 4 years ago, and now I have over 80 bookkeeping clients who I service on a monthly basis. I'm averaging $500 per month per client, which means I'm making more than $40,000 per month just in my bookkeeping business. And now I make these videos because honestly, I love talking about my bookkeeping business. I love sharing my experience. I love sharing the lessons that I've learned and the mistakes that I've made. That way, hopefully, you can fast track to success. Let me start by saying a bookkeeping business is incredible to start. First, you need to actually want to start a bookkeeping business. Don't do this if you're just trying to get rich quick, because it's actually really hard to start a bookkeeping business. You need to actually enjoy math, numbers, bookkeeping, accounting, finance, business, computers, QuickBooks, Excel spreadsheets. You need to actually enjoy that stuff, because I promise you are going to be spending hours and hours every day for a long period of time just doing bookkeeping. So if you don't like bookkeeping, don't start a bookkeeping business. I know it sounds kind of silly, but if you're just trying to make a lot of money quickly, this is not a good business for you to start. It's really hard, and you actually need to enjoy the act of bookkeeping. So I just wanted to say that first in the beginning, because a lot of people on the internet try to give you this idea that starting a business is fun and easy, and you can just sit on the beach, you can travel, you can have your laptop, you can do a little bit of work, and you can enjoy the freedom and flexibility of being an entrepreneur while making thousands of dollars working from the comfort of your own home. While that may be true, it's not true in the beginning. You have to work really, really hard to get to that point where you have the freedom and flexibility to make your own schedule and travel the world and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So first, it takes a lot of hard work. Now let's talk about that hard work, and let me explain why a bookkeeping business is so great to start. There's a few things. If you're anything like me, I did not have money to get started. And the cool thing is, you don't need to spend any money to get started. However, if you are the type of person that learns better through structured courses, then I do have a course for sale. That's not the reason I'm making this video. I simply made this course because so many people were asking me for course recommendations, and I didn't have a recommendation, so I just made my own course. It's in the description of this video. I have a course for sale. You can also go to my website, harrisburgbookkeeping.com/store. That's also linked in the description of this video. I have free digital downloads, and I have some paid digital downloads. I have a really great 30-day social media marketing strategy guide that teaches you how to market your bookkeeping business. So I've got a course that teaches you everything you need to know: bookkeeping fundamentals, QuickBooks Online tutorials, sales, marketing strategy, customer service, onboarding clients. It really teaches you everything you need to know to start your own bookkeeping business. So if you're interested, check that out. If not, you can also totally start your own bookkeeping business without spending any money. That's the really cool thing. You don't need to spend money on anything other than a computer and an internet connection. And so you just need a laptop, and you just need an internet connection. You can do everything else yourself. You don't need to get an office. You can work from home, which is great because you can stay at your house. You don't need to worry about traveling. You don't need to spend money on an office. You don't need to buy a building. You don't need to do anything. You can work from the comfort of your own home. You also don't need to buy inventory. You don't need to spend any money on supplies. So if you're tight on cash, or if you're just trying to start a side hustle with a very low barrier to entry, a bookkeeping business is great. All you need is a computer and knowledge of bookkeeping and QuickBooks, of course, to get started. You also don't need any help. You don't need to hire anybody. You don't need employees, subcontractors. You don't need a social media manager. You don't need a virtual assistant. You don't need any help. You can do everything on your own by yourself. I'm still running my business by myself. I'm managing 80 clients on my own by myself. You don't need to pay for advertising. I'm going to teach you how you can do your own marketing. You don't need to pay for Google ads or Facebook ads or a social media manager. You can do everything on your own by yourself from the comfort of your own home without spending any money. And that's pretty much it. So that's why starting a bookkeeping business is a great idea. Oh, last thing, you don't need a college degree. You don't need credentials or certifications. You don't need to be a CPA. You don't need an accounting degree. You don't need work experience in accounting or finance. I started my own bookkeeping business 4 years ago with no experience. I was never a staff accountant. I did not have a college degree in accounting. I had no credentials. You don't need any experience. This business is amazing. If you are genuinely interested in bookkeeping or accounting or even just math and numbers and Excel spreadsheets, this is the perfect business for you to start. You can start right now. Keep your full-time job. Don't quit your full-time job. Start this business right now. Work hard, make sacrifices, wake up early, stay up late. Don't go out on the weekends. Hustle, grind, and over the next 3 to 6 months, if you do this correctly, you can grow your bookkeeping business to the point where you can quit your full-time job just like I did, and you can run your bookkeeping business as your full-time job. So let me explain. It's a 3, maybe 4-step process, and it all starts with learning bookkeeping in QuickBooks. That's the first step. The most important, that's the first step. It's the easiest step, but it's also the first step. You have to do this. You have to learn bookkeeping fundamentals, and that's separate from learning QuickBooks Online. Learning how to use the actual software is completely different from learning bookkeeping fundamentals, but you need to understand both. So to understand bookkeeping fundamentals, what I did, I was in the Army. So I was able to use the 9/11 GI Bill whenever I got out of the Army to go back to college. So I actually took a college class for free at Penn State. I took an online college class and I took Intro to Accounting. And this class taught me all of the bookkeeping fundamentals, all of the accounting basics. If you're taking notes, write this down. Here's what you need to learn. You need to learn debits, credits, balance sheet, income statement, assets, liabilities, equity, accounts receivable, accounts payable, income, and expenses. If you understand, and you need to learn more than just the textbook definition of those words, you need to understand how those things, those accounting concepts, how they work and how they work together and what they look like and what it means to be a debit or a credit, or what it means to have a balance sheet, or where do assets go? Where does income and expenses go? What does that look like? You need to understand fundamentally those concepts. If you can understand those concepts, then you will have a good basic understanding of bookkeeping fundamentals and accounting basics. So learn that. You can learn that by watching YouTube videos. You can learn that by taking my course. You can learn that by taking an Intro to Accounting college course. You can learn that probably by reading a book or a couple books. Bunch of different ways to learn. Some free, some paid, some fast, some long. Bunch of different ways, but you have to learn basic bookkeeping fundamentals. Then you have to learn how to use QuickBooks Online. Everything I do is through QuickBooks Online. And you're going to learn QuickBooks Online first by becoming a certified QuickBooks Pro Advisor. That is totally for free, completely for free. You can become a certified QuickBooks Pro Advisor. This is not going to necessarily teach you everything you need to know about QuickBooks, but instead it's going to give you the confidence that you feel like you're certified in QuickBooks. And it's also going to give you an excellent talking point during your first sales consultation with your first customer. They're going to ask you, do you have any experience? Are you qualified to be a bookkeeper? It looks like you just started your business a couple months ago. How do I know that you can actually do the job? Then you can confidently say, well, as a matter of fact, I am a certified QuickBooks Pro Advisor. That's my certification. That's my qualification. That's my experience. And that in and of itself should be hopefully enough for your first couple clients for them to have confidence that you do in fact know what you're doing. However, just between you and me, that is not enough for you to know how to be a bookkeeper. So that's why you need to learn bookkeeping fundamentals, and you also need to learn how to use QuickBooks Online. My course, once again, has great QuickBooks Online tutorials, but you can also get tutorials for free on YouTube. You can also get a QuickBooks account, connect your personal bank account and your personal credit card, and experiment. Play around with the software, press buttons, do stuff, learn how to use the software by actually using the software. That's going to be the best way for you to learn. So step one, bookkeeping and QuickBooks. Learn the basics, learn the fundamentals. This is going to take you 30 days. This is the first step. And this is also where I recommend establish yourself as a bookkeeping expert and a QuickBooks expert. When you're starting your business, focus on those two things. So for me, I have a niche. I have a niche in the services that I provide and the software that I work with. I don't necessarily only work with a particular industry. It's not like I specialize in restaurants or painters or advertising agencies. I don't necessarily specialize in one industry, but I do specialize in the services that I offer and the software that I use. I only work with QuickBooks Online. I only offer bookkeeping. When it comes to accounting, there are 4 different things that small business owners need from an accountant. They need bookkeeping, taxes, payroll, and CFO services, fractional CFO services. Most CPAs do taxes. Some of them do payroll, although there are also specific companies that only offer payroll, like ADP, or I'm sure if you check your local Google My Business listings, I'm sure you could find several local payroll specialty companies. And then also some CPAs offer fractional CFO services, and then there are other people who just specialize in fractional CFO services. Taxes, everybody knows what that is. You got to file your income taxes every year. Payroll, if you have employees, you need to run payroll. Fractional CFO services are a little bit more ambiguous. Basically, the way I explain it to people, bookkeeping tells you what happened yesterday. Fractional CFO services tell you what might happen tomorrow. So bookkeeping is recording transactions from the past, reconciling accounts, generating financial reports from the past. Fractional CFO services is forecasting and budgeting what might happen in the future. So as you can see, those are 2 very different types of services, although they work together. You kind of need bookkeeping in place before you can implement fractional CFO services. You can't really guess what's going to happen in the future without knowing what already happened in the past. So bookkeeping is kind of a stepping stone to get to fractional CFO services. But as an entrepreneur, you watching this video right now, starting a bookkeeping business, don't get caught in the trap of trying to offer every service under the sun. Tell people no. Say, no, I don't do bookkeeping, or I don't do payroll. I don't do taxes. I don't do fractional CFO services. I only do bookkeeping. What does that mean? I only categorize your transactions. I reconcile your accounts, and I generate your financial reports. I don't work with QuickBooks Desktop. I don't work with Xero or Sage. I only work with QuickBooks Online. The reason you do that is because that establishes you as an expert. That enables you to work quickly, accurately, and efficiently. And if the faster you can work, the more clients you can handle, the more problems you can solve, the more money you can make. And that's the whole goal of starting a business, to make enough money so that you can quit your full-time job and operate your business. And so you want to specialize in the services that you offer and the software that you use. I strongly recommend doing that. I hope you take my advice. Okay, step number 2, you got to get clients. Sales and marketing. So the first step, learn the basics. Learn QuickBooks, learn bookkeeping. The second step, sales and marketing. A lot of people watching these videos, there's 2 different types of people watching these videos. I guess three. There's one person who has no experience with anything. There's another person who has a decent amount of accounting experience but no business or sales experience. And then there's a third person who might have some sales experience. Maybe you were a real estate agent, maybe you were a financial advisor or a life insurance salesperson or just an insurance salesperson. So you have some business, entrepreneur, sales experience, but you don't have the bookkeeping and the accounting and the QuickBooks experience. The good news is all three of those types of people can still start a bookkeeping business. So if you don't know anything, you got to learn everything. If you already have the accounting experience, maybe you focus on learning sales and marketing. If you already know how to set up a website and how to do marketing and sales, maybe focus more of your energy on learning QuickBooks and learning bookkeeping fundamentals. Either way, step number 2, learn sales and marketing. The whole point is you have to get your name out there, because right now, maybe you are in the Army. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom. Maybe you're retired. Maybe you're a college student. Maybe you are a warehouse worker. Maybe you're a truck driver, whatever. Doesn't matter. You have a job right now and you're switching jobs. You're getting a new career. You're entering a new industry. You need to tell the world, hey, everybody, look at me. My name's Zach, and now I'm a bookkeeper. And you do that by marketing. And the way I did it was through social media. There's a bunch of different ways you can do marketing. You can do email marketing. You can write a blog. You can have a website. You can optimize your website for SEO. You can do email marketing. You can go to networking events. You can create tutorials on QuickBooks, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, bunch of different affiliate marketing, a bunch of different ways that you can do marketing. For me, the technique that I teach is what I used for my bookkeeping business, and that is a 4-step social media marketing strategy. Let me explain it. Step number 1, create content. You need to create content every day, and you can't just do it for a couple days and give up, a couple months and give up. This is a long-term strategy, because you need to establish yourself in your world, your social media, in your environment. You need to establish yourself as a bookkeeper. Right now, nobody knows you're a bookkeeper. So you need to tell everybody every single day, hey, look at me, I'm a bookkeeper. And you can do that in various different ways. You can create a post. You can create a picture with a caption. It can be an infographic or a flyer, or it can be a short video. Whatever it is, you got to create content on social media. If you need help with this, my course teaches you everything you need to know. I also have a 30-day social media marketing strategy guide for sale on my website. Check that out if you want, or not. You don't have to. You don't have to spend any money to do this. You can also do it on your own without paying anybody. Get a free Facebook account, get an Instagram account, get a LinkedIn account, and start creating content. The whole point, this is important. There's a big distinction between selling bookkeeping services and selling other types of products or other services. It's not necessarily like life insurance or solar panels. Not to pick on those two industries, but a lot of people try to sell life insurance and solar panels. The thing is that not everybody needs solar panels. Not everybody needs life insurance. That's just my opinion. So first, these people need to convince other people that life insurance is a good idea, that they need solar panels. For us, we don't need to convince people, business owners, that they need a bookkeeper, because the IRS does that for us. Everybody needs to file your taxes. Every business owner needs to file their taxes. In order to file your taxes, you have to have financial reports. In order to have financial reports, you have to have somebody categorizing your transactions. You need to have a bookkeeper. Therefore, in order to file your taxes, you need to have a bookkeeper. So we don't need to convince people they need a bookkeeper. Everybody should already know that. Every business owner should already know that. Instead, we need to convince people that they should hire us as their bookkeeper, because right now their bookkeeper is probably somebody else. It's probably either them, they are the bookkeeper, the business owner, or maybe their spouse or their family member or their friend, or maybe they have a different bookkeeper, another accounting firm, another accountant, another outsourced bookkeeper, another independent contractor doing their bookkeeping. It doesn't matter. Somebody else or somebody is doing their bookkeeping. Our job is to convince them that they should hire us to do their bookkeeping. And that all comes down to trust. It all comes down to trust because financial services are an intimate service. Like, you're going to have access to their bank accounts, their credit cards. You're going to ask them personal financial questions. It's all about trust. And we need to establish trust with total strangers. How do we do that? We create content every day. We show up consistently. We prove to people through social media marketing that we are bookkeeping experts, QuickBooks experts, and most importantly, trustworthy. So you got to create content every single day for a long period of time. Don't just do it for a couple days. You got to do it for a long period of time. Step number 2, you have to find prospective clients, because chances are right now, the majority of your Facebook friends are probably friends and family who are not business owners. So now we need to find prospective clients. Find people who are business owners. And I recommend stick to your local geographical region. Find business owners who are close to your hometown because they're more likely to trust you, and it's just better to grow your network with other people who are close to you, because if you become Facebook friends with 5 people in your hometown, chances are those 5 people know 5 other people. And so by reaching out to those 5 people, you've potentially reached out to 25 people, because all of those 5 people each know 5 other people in your hometown who are business owners, who are prospective clients, who might want to hire you in the future. So your network just grows exponentially. Versus if you friend request somebody in California and New York and Chicago and Florida, like those 4 people are not connected. So you're just much less likely to exponentially grow your network quickly by going to different cities and different states. So in the beginning, focus on your local geographical region. Find prospective clients. A great place to do that on Facebook, go to local Facebook groups and look through the members in those groups. Step number 3, connect with prospective clients. You actually have to send friend requests or LinkedIn connections or follow people on Instagram, because right now those people are not seeing your posts. So once you become friends with them, then they will actually start to see your social media marketing content. And trust me, I get it. When I started 4 years ago, I had 300 Facebook friends. Now I have 10,000 Facebook followers. So it takes time, but it does work. And if you want some inspiration, go to my Facebook. It's my name is Zach Pasquarello. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, follow me on social media, see what I'm doing, and then you can replicate the stuff that I'm doing to promote my business. You can follow what I'm doing. It's great inspiration, great motivation, great education. See what other people are doing. Follow other people on the internet, other entrepreneurs, other influencers to see what they're doing, and then mirror their content. Don't copy it word for word, of course, but mirror other people's content, learn from other people's content, do what they're doing, and that's a great place to learn. Okay, step 1, create content. Step 2, find prospective clients. Step 3, connect with them on social media. And then step number 4, this is probably the most important step. At least it's one of the most important steps. Engage with your community. This is so often overlooked. So many times people just put up their post on Facebook, sign off, and then go about their day. And that's a great start, but that's not the total solution. You have to engage with your community. It's a lot like going to a networking event, getting a fresh haircut, wearing a nice shirt, new clothes, you look good, you feel good, but you don't talk to anybody. Sure, you showed up, you got ready, you're there, but you're not talking to anybody. You're missing the whole point. You're not making connections, building relationships, establishing trust with these new people. And you do that, it's really so simple. I'm not a psychology expert. I'm not a sales expert or a marketing guru, but I do understand that if you interact with these people on social media, then they're more likely to trust you, get to know you, and build a relationship with you. And it's so simple. Just scroll through your newsfeed. As they create content, comment on their content. Or if they comment on your stuff, reply to their comment. Keep it simple, keep it short, keep it polite, positive, professional. It doesn't have to be a long paragraph. Keep it short, but just comment on people's stuff, reply to people's comments, and it'll really go a long way. Okay, so that's the 4-step marketing strategy. The 5th step for sales is send messages to people after they become friends with you. But importantly, wait 30 days. Don't send people a DM right away. You want to wait 30 days. This actually gives your marketing strategy a chance to work. This is really important. Don't just DM people right away. Wait 30 days. Wait for your marketing strategy to actually work. Wait for them to see your content. Wait for them to engage with your post. Wait for you to comment on their post. And they're going to be like, who is this guy? He keeps commenting on my post. He's being polite. He's being positive. I kind of like him already. I don't really know who he is. Oh, let me check out his page. Oh, that's cool. He's a bookkeeper. Oh, wow. He has all these great posts about bookkeeping tips and QuickBooks strategy. This is kind of interesting. Oh, wow. He just sent me a DM. He's letting me know. Here's my message. Here's my DM. Here's my secret. Keep it simple. Keep it short, keep it straightforward. I'm not a sales expert, but I'm also not a fan of the long, gimmicky sales messages. So I keep it simple, keep it short, keep it sweet. Hey, I'm a bookkeeper. Let me know if you ever need help with your QuickBooks. Thanks. That's what I do. It might not be the best. It might not be really good. I don't know, but it's worked. It's honestly worked a lot. So let me know what you think. Try out those marketing strategies. Try out that sales technique. Make sure you learn bookkeeping in QuickBooks. And if you ever need any help, check out my course. Check out all the links for sale on my website. I would love to help you. I would love to help you start and grow your own bookkeeping business. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, like my video, leave me a comment. I love reading through the comments. Let me know what you think. I'll see you all in the next video.